And we are back with another episode of Artist to Artist, where we like to say this is a conversation that needs to be had. And we all know that all my guests are special. Today we have a very special guest in the building. Come from the parts of Texas, Dallas, Texas, Montana 700.
Yeah. What we doing?
Gangster? How you feeling, man?
Chilling.
Pleasure to meet you. I've been seeing you go viral on the gram with music, freestyles, the new Dallas.
Yeah.
It's a lot to get into. So first, let's. Where are you from?
I'm Dallas, Texas.
What part?
Yeah, Oak Cliff.
Oak Cliff.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You finished school?
Yeah. I graduated.
You finished school?
Yeah, I had to. My brother passed away, and if I ain't do it, nobody would have did it. Yeah.
See, that's the type of you need to hear.
I was the one they thought wasn't gonna do it. So like when bro passed, like gave me that push, like I had to do it. And now I already got the 1 year since they were looking for. I gotta push through it.
Yeah, no, yeah. That's gangster. I got my diploma also. I was
Yeah.
That was one of the things I was like in my family. That was something that they made me make sure I achieved and like that. So I was happy I did get it. So you know what I mean. Didn't go as far as I wanted to, but you know I made it pretty far in life. When you started rapping,
like 12th grade. Yeah.
12th grade.
When I made my first rap. Yeah. Like my first trying to rap. Yeah. I made a rap though like a long time ago, probably when I was like 10 years old.
You had motion before we know you on the gram and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I've been
that.
the motion. Come on now, I was born with the motion.
He was born with the motion.
Come on now.
I've been talking about around the town with the music and stuff like that before we got to know you. So in Dallas, the music, you've been burning up the streets in Dallas?
Yeah, I started buzzing for sure. Like I said like 2021, 2022.
So how long, when you started doing the music, you would say? When was your 12th grade? What year was that?
2018.
2018?
Yeah.
You got a question.
So then from that little point, I drop a song like every 8 months. I ain't really know nothing about music. That was my first time ever walking in the booth, ever really figuring it out. So I ain't even know how to record nothing, what the bar count was. That was my first time really trying to figure out anything.
You sound like me, but there's a certain lifestyle you live that sometimes the music just comes with it like that. You seem like you got a lot of swag with yourself. I'll be watching it like that. Seem like you'll be dripping it like that. So you been getting in trouble when you was younger?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hey, I was trying to get, I could not get in no trouble when I was younger. I've been on a clean path. Now I feel good, nigga, blessed. This rap really silent, nigga. Yeah.
Nah, that's what's up. So I hear y'all talking about the new Dallas.
Yeah, new Dallas, man.
What was the old Dallas like?
The new Dallas. Really, old Dallas was down there the same thing, but we just bring that back to the scene, like all the way, like give it to them all the way, put it all the way in their face, then we brought the city together. Like we brought all the hoods together. About the city to one, like outside. When you see this Dallas, this the whole side. Like you get to see all sides of Dallas when you see us. So when you say when we say the new Dallas, how many people consist of the new Dallas as far as artists is concerned, or is it just a wider range, or is this? Yeah, it's a wide. It's more probably like I'll say about 10, about 10. So y'all all come together all the time? Yeah. Y'all move like that. Everybody got motion. Yeah, that's mandatory. And then what's your other part of the name? Doe. Yeah, Z in there, Doe. You have big things on and shit like that. Yeah. Nah, y'all be stepping. I see y'all stepping on shit and shit like that. I like the music too. I see you do a couple freestyles and shit like that. You gotta, for you to be an artist from Dallas, you don't like rap you don't rap like an artist from Dallas. And not to say from the South, because artists from Dallas got bars. Like y'all out there spitting like the cadence, the way you connect the metaphors, the way you kind of rap like a New York nigga and shit like that. Anybody ever told you that? Nah, not New York. Not yet. Not yet? I'm telling you from me watching your freestyles and shit like that. If I could understand you and shit like that and I could find your flow, it kind of put me in mind of, because I've been all over. I've lived in Houston for 2 years and shit like that. I know that South music. And then again, it's the new Dallas also, so maybe. Yeah, what I was going to say. So what y'all think of when y'all think of Texas? See, to be from New York. I lived down there for 2 years, so I know a lot about Texas. I had a club out there and all that. I was in Houston really. Shouts to Houston, man. One of my favorite places on America, man. I had a ball when I was out there when I was younger. Club Dipset, RP, D-Ray, RP, E.T. We had some fun in Houston. So I'm very familiar with the Texas with the culture. Actually, I stole
Well, I took a page from the Texas culture when I came back. That's why I became an independent artist. When I was down there for those couple of years, I was watching all the artists. Shouts to Slim Thug. He's one of the ones that kind of just like damn. When he was out there, he was an independent artist, and he was getting more money than rappers that I knew that was signed and shit like that. And he was coming out the trunk with it and shit like that. And then it wasn't just him. It was most of the artists out there started from an independent standpoint and shit like that. So when I came back to New York and we started really going on a Dipset run, I didn't get the option to sign a major, but then I was like, shit, we could just go independent because Diplomats is so high. That's what them boys is doing down here in Texas where I just left, and they make a killing. So I kind of took that from a page of...
You selling CDs out here?
Huh?
You selling CDs out here?
When we was younger?
Yeah.
Shit, we made millions off of CDs out here, off the bootleg CDs and off the trunk CDs and all that. So it was two sides to it. So that's where we started. Like the Dipset whole wave started with the mixtape and CD era. So we were selling these mixtapes out the trunk, 145th Street, all that. That gave us the notoriety. But here in New York, we used these mixtapes to get a major deal.
Yeah.
We didn't have the mindset like y'all had, like, nigga, fuck a major deal. This is the album right here, and we going smacking with it. You dig? So here we use the mixtape to gain our momentum, get hot in the streets. Everybody like, yo, you heard the mixtape, and then these major labels come and give you a deal and shit like that. So that's what we was using the mixtape for. So that's how the Diplomats got started, and we ended up getting a major deal, but I wasn't a part of that. So, but the independent lane, I was like, yeah, we could do this, and it ended up doing pretty good and shit like that. I mean, I didn't get everything I was supposed to. I'm still working on my masters. And how your masters? You own all your masters?
Nah, hell no.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody coming in the game owning that shit.
Huh?
Ain't nobody coming in the game owning that shit. I'm telling you now, man. You think you gonna come in the game owning your masters? Shit, you better have some crazy hits. Crazy lawyers.
You signed to a label?
Yeah.
What label you signed to?
300.
300?
Yeah.
Shouts to 300, man. Shouts to Kevin Lyles. I don't know if Kevin Lyles runs it anymore, but I remember that's his creation. That's one of my OGs. He gave me some good breaks in my career as far as being executives and showed me a whole different side of the shit. But 300 is a great place to be at. And but also, I mean, you on top of your business?
Yeah, yeah.
You understand what the game is here for and shit like that? And
that's why that was my answer. Because I'm understanding a lot of the game now.
Yeah. But you got access to your masters though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Because I didn't do that when I was younger. And I was more worried about the opportunity to get in the game. So at that time, I was so ignorant running the streets, trying to get money all type of ways. It didn't dawn on me that 20 years later, 25 years later, that I would still be here.
Yeah.
You heard?
Yeah.
But
it didn't even make sense.
It did. You understand how I was living? I didn't think 20 years, the nigga Jim still gonna be here 20 years later to worry about
household name.
Yes. So, but going backwards in retrospect, we're gonna get all that together. Your new album is Saditra's son.
Yeah.
I seen that you got a real good relationship with your moms.
Yeah, I love my mom, man. Shout out my mom, man. Shout out the one who made me, man. She made me like this. She started this business, man. Yeah. She made me want to get up every day, go get to the money, hustle, put these clothes on, put it together neat, you did. She ain't let me walk out the house no any kind of way. That's mandatory. Every day, she gonna make sure you have it on, you looking nice, brand new pair of shoes. My mama say, hey, first thing the girl gonna look at your feet. Your shoes dirty, what is you doing? This ain't making no sense. Nah.
So when you got in trouble, your mom's is the first person you called?
Yeah. That's the only person I called. My daddy passed away before I was born. I ain't never had nothing but my mama.
You got brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 5 brothers and sisters. 6 sisters.
Same moms?
Yeah.
That's dope. That's
6
dope.
sisters.
You all grew up together?
Yeah.
That's dope. I ain't got no brothers. I got some sisters. I ain't get to grow up with any brothers, but I got a bunch of brothers.
We got 3 and 3.
Like 3 and 3?
Mm-hmm.
Like a basketball tournament.
He's in like a basketball tournament.
Close in age?
Yeah. Most of us is. 5 of us really stayed there most of the time my whole life. My big sister really the oldest one.
So y'all was jumping niggas in school and shit like that?
Yeah. Especially like elementary, middle school, it was just like a rule. Like one fight, we all fight. It's finna go down. But nobody be fighting. You finna see 6 people hit you.
Shit, man. One thing I don't miss about Texas is the heat, man.
Yeah.
I tell people Texas is probably one of the hottest places in the world.
Yeah, I brought my pilly. I mean, I knew I was coming to NYC.
Nah, you
bring my pilly,
Nah, you
get right. Yeah.
If right now, if you stood on the corner and just be quiet, Niggas wouldn't even know.
They ain't gonna know where I'm from. Y'all
Nah,
been in
they
the
was like,
culture,
boy
man.
out there busting. Whoever out there heavy, that gotta be his block or
Hey,
something.
man,
You heard?
Damn right quick, man.
Nah, that's what's up. So back to the new album. This is your first album or
It's
second?
my first album. Right?
It's your first album?
My first album, but I dropped 2 mixtapes before this.
So this is your first album on 300.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Still fishing. I'm feeling great.
Feeling great?
Feeling great, looking great. They paying great. Yeah.
How they accepting you out there when you touching these towns and touching these
love
shows?
it. I ain't gonna lie. That what make a nigga keep going. Besides the internet, fuck the internet, but when you really get out here in these streets, and you pull up to these shows, they packed every week. Niggas taking their chains off in the crowd, walking up to you, and you doing features, pulling up to these nigga spots. The whole hood putting up, and they love you. It's love, and that's what they do it for. I'm telling you, it's possible. Nigga. You come from the same thing I come from. We did the same shit, and look where I'm at. Nigga, keep going, keep going. Nigga, we gonna be right here with Jim Jones. Nigga, you did.
Nah, that's dope, man. I get excited to see young brothers like yourself finding yourself with success and money and shit like that. But know that it's easy to gain these things.
Yeah, it's the morals.
You heard it?
You
It's
keep
harder,
with the
it's
morals.
harder to keep them.
Yeah.
You heard?
The morals fuck up, you gonna lose it all.
And also, besides keeping them, you also got to be smart with your money as far as knowing that rap might not be promised.
Nah, fam.
And this is an avenue to do anything you want to do in the world. So, you know what I mean? You got
Damn, like a head start.
to get what
I
you
treat it. I feel like it's like the dope game to get into real entrepreneurship though. You get a head start that nobody got in life. You get millions and millions and millions. Like the niggas get in the streets, but even more, and it's legit. So I can go invest this into all type of businesses. 20s here, 30s there, 40s there, 100s here, however I want to play it. They can't stop me, I'm a monster. When you a hustler, like you can't lose when you get the legit money. If you lose, you just don't know what you're doing.
You grew up hustling?
Yeah, nah, facts. That's why it's different. When you get the money, I was used to it. A lot of people, their first money was from the rap. They never seen 100,000 until they seen the rap check. I was up, dog shit, chains. I did my thing before this shit. So when it came, I already knew what to do for it. I was ready. That's why you asked me how long you been rapping. See, when I was young, nigga, I'm happy I ain't blow up or nothing, cause I wasn't ready for it. When I got it this time, I'm ready. I'm ready. For however gonna come, I'm ready. I know what to do. I'm ready to get on that road, 24 hours, me and my niggas. We're gonna do it the right way, legit, with the guards, everything in the car legit on me. If I would've blew up when I was 19, 20, everything would've been a whole nother, you'd have seen this a whole nother person. See that grown man, the world ready for that grown man. And you see that plain Jane jump, yeah, I'm ready for the grown man. Yeah.
No, I like the way you thinking because the game is tricky and the way you move around and the team you move with is a big part of what's going to get you to where you got to go. I had to learn a lot of hard lessons. Unfortunately, I jumped in it while I was hella ignorant. So everything you talking about, I went through, and I had to go through it to understand what was at stake. And by the grace of God, he gave me a few extra chances and shit like that. You know what I mean? So now I'm thinking like a grown man and thinking, Pac, I'm very lucky. I mean, so for you to be thinking like this at the beginning of your career, they're going to take you a long way because it's a business, and these brands and these labels, they respect the business.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
you know how to separate the two from who you are as an artist, which is like a superhero to these kids, and then who you are as a businessman when you walk in these buildings and dealing with these business people and shit like that is going to carry you a tremendous long way because they're going to offer you a lot, especially when they feel that they can do business with you. You're not bringing no danger to their surroundings and shit like that, and you understand the scheme of things, and you're knowledgeable. Seem like you know how to talk about some shit and shit like that. Most people can't articulate themselves enough in the game to really get to know business, but they be hella talented. They can make all type of music. You know what I mean? Myself, my talent was one thing, but my smarts was, my wisdom was a whole nother thing. You know what I mean? I used to say I'm smart, but I wasn't smart. I was wise, and I'm getting wiser. You know what I mean? Do you speak highly of your mom? She was a salon owner in Dallas. What role has she played in your career?
Every role, man. In my career, though, she just a support system. My mama text me every moment, you safe, you all right? You know, my mama saved, so as far as in the rap, she ain't with, like, even if it might come on her Instagram or something, she might be like, boy, you can really rap, I just heard something. Or if it's a boy about her, and it might pop up right there where I posted it, she might be like, man, I'm crying. You really doing this for your mama? Like, she love it. She support me 1,000%. Yeah. She ain't gonna be at no stage in the club with me. That ain't happening.
That's dope. Yeah. My mom's gonna be in the stage.
Yeah.
She's gonna be on the club. She pulling up. She's my biggest fan. Same thing as your mom. Like, I got a hell of a relationship with my mom's coming up. She had me at a young age, so, you know, things wasn't as smooth everybody else's life coming up, but it was a hell of a time and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But through it all, she always supported me and told me who I was going to be from a young age, and I'm finally stepping into who she told me I was going to be, and it feels good to have somebody in your corner that's going to be with you whether you right or wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right or wrong. Wrong or wrong.
Don't,
Wrong
I
or
mean,
wrong. Just call the phone, she gonna figure it out. Hey
Yeah.
man, the folks think they ain't grab you. If they catch you while you was doing it, you ain't tell them you did. No, hey, you ain't do it. Wrong or wrong, she right here. It don't matter how it go. Then when you right, she just gonna cry because she remember all the times you was wrong.
So now, you're a very successful person. I know she has to be bragging to her friends. I know she's the most excited person in the world just to see her baby on television, on Instagram, all over the place. Like, you gotta think that all the things you put her through, and just to be able to do this now, I know she has to.
She
And
talk
that's-
about it all day. She texts in the family group chat every day. My son, my son, my son. My sister then be like, if you don't say nothing else about this son, like, that's all she talk about. But hey, man, you can't blame her. She ain't know how it was gonna turn out, and it made sense. It paid off. Your baby boy, man, your star.
You the youngest one?
Now I'm the fifth. So I'm like, she got 6 kids on the fifth one. Yeah.
You the
I got a little
youngest
brother.
boy?
Yeah. Nah, I got a little brother.
Your little brother? How he feel about you?
Shit, he feel good. That nigga went to the army. That nigga crazy, man.
He went to the army?
Yeah, he just got back. I told him not to go to that shit. He left. He came back. But I told him, man, don't go no damn army. He came back just in time, man.
Nah, that's
You
pretty
hear
cool,
though,
man. But
he feel like, my family though, they love this shit. They support it 1,000%. Cause they seen nigga grind for it when I was a little nigga. I spent all my money on this shit, figuring it out, and it ain't paid out now.
you got Texas. Who's your favorite rappers?
Favorite rappers out of Texas?
Yeah.
Shit, Trap Boy Freddy, Yellow Bees. You know, I gotta go. My nigga, Pimp C, Bun B on the Texas side. My nigga Sauce Walker, you know, my nigga Pimp. You know, I fuck with my nigga GG, Gas Gang, Lil Jeremy. I fuck with the Texas, man. You know, New Dallas on top. Z in there, you know, the whole New Dallas as a whole. We run, you know, we brought this shit back for the streets, but a lot of the old school.
Who you came up listening to when you was running around them streets?
When I was a young nigga, as far as Texas or music period.
Music, period.
Music period, I was on that Boosie. That Young Dog, that Guy, that Jeezy. Nigga, that like I said, that Freddie, that Yella. Nigga, I was on a bunch of, I was on that Chief Keef, that Future, nigga, for sure was on that 56 Night Crazy. He on that Lucci, yeah, I was on that Lucci day for day, word for word.
You got one. Shouts to Lucci. That's my
bad
dog.
playlist for these niggas, boy.
Lucci came up to Harlem.
Yeah.
You always come up here, but when we first forged our relationship and shit like that, he did a record. He came up to Harlem and shot the video. Actually, it's crazy because we shot the video in here when this shit used to be a club. This crazy now. I'm
Right
thinking
here.
about it. Right here, we shot that
yeah.
video with Lucci and shit like
Yeah.
that before years ago when it used to be a club. So shouts to Lucci. Do you got like one all-time favorite artist that you grew up just admiring?
Boosie.
Boosie?
I gotta get to Boosie for sure.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but see, you know, Boosie down the raising it.
Okay, Boosie.
Yeah.
They said you that nigga down south. Let me find out. Now, shouts to Boosie, man. I know Boosie for a very long time. We actually was on the same label. Well, yeah, we was on the same label when I also was an executive at that label too when he was signed over there and shit like that. That was like a Warner Music Group.
You was over there. You was executive over there at Warner.
Yeah, I was the top executive over there, and also had the label over there, and also had artists signed over there. So it was like Leo Cohen's, Kevin Lyles, and then Jim Jones. So
You was still an artist when you had artists?
I always have been an artist and I had artists since I was younger. You know what I mean?
I said, how you manage both?
That's a tricky thing. Even now, it's still tricky and shit like that. Because you have artists, you got to pour your energy into your artists also.
Yeah.
But you being an artist yourself is like, you got to learn how to balance the energy because you want to give yourself the same amount of energy as you pour into your artists and shit like that. And also, you got to lead by example and shit like that. So, man, even right now, man, shouts to Dice Peso, shouts to King Street, shouts to Dilla, shouts to Tiller. These are my direct artists that I work with directly in here every day. And I love the effort they putting in. Peso would put his own tour together this past 2 months. He did like 30 days and shit like that. So seeing shit like that, know that what I'm doing is rubbing off on on their hard work and shit like that. But me as an artist, I look at them now like, all right, I gotta step my shit up because these niggas is going hard. So it works vice versa and shit like that. But I always been one to try to put people on and shit like that. You know what I mean? As much as I can, and always be real with putting people on. And I don't try to take advantage or take too much from these artists as I've gotten older and wiser and shit like that. You know what I mean? Dealing with artists is tricky too. You know what I mean? Like, now that I'm older, knowing that you're dealing with grown men and grown men have their own ideals and their own views of who they want to be for their artistry and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And me coming from the old school and these labels trying to mold you in who
they think you should be.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like,
you might have a vision that might not align with their vision, but you learn to accept that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I had to learn a lot of shifts and shit like that as being the CEO, quote unquote, and shit like that. You know what I mean? I don't like to say artists and I don't like to say managers. I like to say partners.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I kind of those two words make me feel crazy, but I mean, shit. As long as you put the effort in, I will say that. You know what I mean? And don't be absent-minded when it comes to artists and shit like that. So right now, I do distribution more than I do label because I don't have the time and the label support to actually dive into all my artists the way I would like to. So, you know what I mean? So the independent distribution labels is a bit of what I know how to do. And then when my artist starts to catch fire and buzz, we're going to double down on that fire and buzz and burn that shit all the way up.
Yeah.
I see you got a slew of features on the album. You damn near got the whole game on the album.
Yeah.
How you get all these people on there? I be calling niggas all day to get on my record. I can't. It's be hard. But
they gotta hit the streets. I ain't gonna lie. Most of them really, bro, been people that really just been fucking with a nigga. So down there when I slowed down and was ready to start working on the album, I really just tapped back in with. If I already have a connect with them, I just hit the DM. What you got going? Everybody I've been seeing that been showing a nigga love, I'm gonna show the love back. Really fuck with them if it's genuine. I hit a few people. Some people that make sense. We ain't get to put it together, make the next tape, but the ones that made sense, I put them all on there.
How long it took you to make the album?
Shit, a few months. Because some songs I made about 6 months ago. So 6 months ago, like some shit I already knew that when I made it, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna hold this for the album. I ain't putting this on a mixtape. Just gotta go album ready.
You shot the videos for it already?
Yeah, a few of them, yeah, about 5.
So you think shooting videos is more important than shooting content for your music right now?
Both.
Both?
Yeah, you gotta shoot both. They wanna shoot the content and the video. You gotta do everything. You can't leave no eggs on the table. They ain't leaving no food on the table.
You think
don't give them no reason to say I ain't make it.
You think one holds more weight than the other right now?
Content, damn near to me. To me, because they ain't gonna look at the video if they ain't seen the content. You just drop a video, they ain't seen no content behind it, they ain't making no sense.
See, I just wanted to ask you that because, see, I'm learning. I'm still learning, so that's me still doing music and still have artists. I want to make sure that I'm moving in the right direction. So I had Blue up here not too long ago, and we was talking about the same thing. But he said exactly what you said. Like, content is more important than videos. You shoot enough content, and then they'll be ready for the video when you put the video out and shit like that. So you do that for every record that you're about to put out?
Yeah, I'm doing crazy content. My cameraman right there, we got about 10 reels waiting. Like just waiting, just for the album. All the songs from the album, we just been doing real. Just figure it out.
Post a day?
Shit, I've been posting like 2, 3, 6, what about 3 times a week? Doing 3 times a week, like every other day.
New reels, but do you post every day?
Yeah, might be a reel, might be a vlog, might be some content. I'm posting my story every day though. I try to post my story every day.
Nah, that's good to know. I'm about to shoot a bunch of content for my new album, so.
That shit, they gotta put that content in. You gotta push that content. I don't give a damn. The other day I changed clothes 3 days just to shoot different reel. 3 times, just change clothes. Come on, shoot another reel. Change clothes. You know, I'm flying the bitch too. Not no bullshit. Change clothes. Come on, we'll do another one. You gotta figure this shit out, man. You gotta adjust with what's going on. I said, if I see this what's going on and it's working, shit, I gotta get with it right now.
You gotta. How would you describe your style?
As in what?
As an artist.
As an artist?
Your music.
Shit, the culture, the streets. I am the culture, man. I'm the definition of the culture, man. The young culture, like I say, the New Dallas. But I prescribe to like motivation. Then I'm still tell you all sides of it. From coming down here to go up, and then when you in between, we get you all angles.
Anybody you want to do a feature with?
Yeah, I want to do a feature with Drake, Future. Beyonce, Rihanna.
Oh, shit,
You know, some crazy shit.
Drake and Future, come on with it. I'm gonna let you worry about the other two. You said I ain't really can't get into that. But the Drake and Future, come on with it. Young boy need that Future. Hey, he busting. You heard y'all be doing them concerts in Dallas and all that. And Drake right there in Texas too, right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I do believe you're gonna be able to get that,
Possible.
that
Everything
Drake
possible.
feature. You know what I mean? Y'all, the way y'all busting out there, he respects the culture, and he keeps a keen eye on what's going on, and y'all got a heavy hold on the Texas community right now. I don't think it's gonna be that hard. Hey, Chubbs, man, what's up, man? Holla at my young boy, man. Chubbs, Chubbs, come on, man. I know Iceman's about to drop, but when you're finished with the Iceman, come on, man.
Let's run it, man. Let's put it together, man.
Let's run it. Yeah. So how do you currently feel about the state of Southern music right now?
Southern music. Shit, we don't talk. New Dallas, man. How I feel? New Dallas, man. Talk to whoever. Nigga act like they ain't in no city and they ain't looking at this New Dallas picture and like, how can we apply what these young niggas doing and what we doing? That damn lie. I'm telling you. From the brotherhood, nigga, to the SAG, to the way we put it back in their face, where we brought the streets back together. If you say you ain't on this business, you're lying, man.
Y'all got plans of putting the tour together?
Yeah, we need to ASAP. First, we need to put that tape together. Put that New Dallas tape together. Then that's when that tour right afterwards. As long as that all line together, we're gonna put it together soon.
Play sports?
Yeah, nah, not really.
Coming up, you balling, football, not really. Just running around being bad.
Yeah. I ain't really had no advantage at like playing. I was too bad, really. Like coaches wouldn't even give me up by the time it's time for the season. I already know, like, he ain't playing for me. Man, like, I'm in 6th grade before I'm even eligible to play. You don't get to play till 7th grade for the school. I already tell my big sister she a star athlete. Your little brother never play for me. Like, he'll never touch my field. He'll never touch my basketball court. I already knew, like. But for the most part, so I already had, like, odds against the nigga. So then when I went to jail, 10th grade, shit, you can't walk back in the locker room. You don't even come back in this locker room. Don't put athletics on your schedule at all. Shit was over with. Did
you going to jail help you out in any way? Do you think that it was a blessing?
Yeah. I said slow down a nigga for that moment. As in for that moment, because you don't never know what's ahead for tomorrow. It ain't really just teach me that much, but a little bit, yeah. Because when you still young, I get straight back out of jail and I'm doing the same thing tomorrow, next day. You think you getting taught something, but when you ready to come home, the closer you get to coming home, the closer you getting back to reality. Like, this shit over with, I'm coming back home, I'm finna get back to what I know.
Shit, I know how that feel. I've never been locked
then,
up.
Then, nigga, it hit you like shit. You ain't trying to go back to jail. You ain't trying to go sit in no jail, man. That shit gay, boy. I ain't got time to sit in jail. It's not for a player. Not for a nigga like me and you to be sitting in jail all day.
Oh no, I know, player. I ain't been. That's not a place I like to go. Not a place I've been. I've never. You know what I mean? I've been locked up and been to the precinct a bunch of times, but I was blessed to always have good lawyers and God on my side. So you know, sometimes it works like that, man. I see a lot of your problems be going viral and shit like that. So when you wake up in the morning and you on the front of niggas' Explorer pages and shit like that, and then you hear niggas talking shit or they get something wrong about what you doing, then it's like, how do you handle that?
Shit depends on the situation. Most of the time, I might just go back, look at my bank account. Like, might see, call my man, like, got some new front ends this morning, where they come from? He updating the calendar, so it's like, when niggas is talking about their opinions, and it ain't paying, it ain't really, like, meaning me no harm, it ain't hurting me, I can't really entertain it.
Did that shit ever get under your skin?
Yeah, sometimes, like, really be like when niggas playing. Like, when niggas know, when you know you playing with a nigga, like, I served most of you dudes. Like, most of you dudes, if I was still sitting in the hood, y'all wouldn't dare play with a nigga name. Like, sometimes, but then you better be like, it's just for the rap. A lot of people play with people when you get in certain situations. A lot of people feel like, oh, it'll be so many, like, I ain't gonna lie, it'd be so funny to me. It'll be so many, man, that done paid me for features, and done did this, did that. When some go viral, they'll be under there saying little slick shit or laughing or this. Man, a lot of you dudes will never play with me. Or
nah, that'd be the funny part.
That's why you can't entertain it, though. I got you dudes' money in my pocket right now. I can go pull up my safe and the same bankroll you gave me and paid me to spit these lyrics that you listening to, I can go count this paper right now. And you on here playing with a nigga on the internet. That's why I can't entertain it. This shit don't be me. See, but back then, that's why I'm saying, when I was younger, I would have been tripped out. I'd have been got on the internet and tripped out quick. That's why a nigga ready for the position now.
I had to learn not to crash out because niggas be playing on the internet. And
they ain't doing nothing but poke you. They want you to trip out, tag them so they can get some followers.
Or trip out and lose everything you got going on, trick you out your own position.
You say the hood will bring you right back to the bottom, only if you let them.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you. So it's like, when we all fit in, they can't see you. But when you start to stand out, you're the target. It's very easy to see you. But that's what we're here for. That's what God put us here for, to stand out, stand in your light. And people don't like that. They would like to dim that shit. So this is a bit of the dimming with the IGs and the social medias. So when you that nigga, you heard? When you truly that, only when you truly that nigga, they gonna hate on you.
Right.
Cause you don't see them hating on the niggas that ain't that nigga.
You went hating when I was just sitting over there, when I was pulling up every day. Now I'm saying, when you knew the car that was in the corner, they sell money, or when I was still in the club every weekend, y'all wasn't hating. But when a nigga get out of reach now, oh, I got this to say, it's that.
Yeah, because they got to look up at you now.
Come on now, like, make it make sense.
You set yourself apart from them. Everything is different. You know what I mean? So it's like,
that's the growth though. That's what take a nigga to learn that. When you really got to sit and look at it and observe, like, that's all that's going on. And that's what I mean by when I be funny about, I just count my bankroll. I don't literally count a bankroll, but I already know the mind games that niggas playing, so I can't let it affect me.
Yeah, because that's what they want. They want you to lose what you got.
Yeah.
You heard? They don't want you counting that bankroll. They don't want you in good positions and shit like that. That's what the hate is there for. But only person that can take you out of your position is you. And I learned that the hard way by stepping on my own feet a lot of times and shit like that. So you know how to get around that, but you got to leave them suckers alone and shit like that. And that shit ain't paying us no money. And they ain't crossing the gun line, boy, so...
They ain't home to fly. They ain't home to fly, man.
I ain't never seen a nigga hurt me from putting words on the gram and shit like that, you know what I mean? So it's like, you take that in consideration. You got any ultimate goals from now that you're inside of the game? Was this always something you wanted to do? Like, even when you wasn't rapping, was you, like, looking at this game like, I'm like a rapper myself, you know what I mean? Like,
tell you, nigga looked up the boost in there. Like, even you know, cause nigga get fly and talk shit. Like, as far as on that tip, like, nigga get fly as fuck, get paid, talk shit, go rap this music. Hell yeah. When a nigga got into it, it's like, is it possible? Cause you're straight niggas doing it, this shit possible, but you gotta be one of the dozen, and you really gotta stand out to really do it. And I always been a nigga that like stood out anywhere I go. Anywhere I go, I'm gonna take the room over. So I knew this shit, I'm born to do something. And like, when people I always understood, like, people always ask nigga, like, what you wanna do in life? I never could find them besides what I like doing, hustling. All I knew was hustling, so that's the only thing I know. I like doing this shit. I love waking up, nigga sit right here with you, nigga, I get paid to talk shit, nigga love me. When I jump out the car, who is he? Look, kids, let me see your chains, ooh, diamonds. I love this shit. I ain't gonna sit here and lie, I be dead wrong. Be saying lie like I don't enjoy my career. But that's why I know this is what I was meant to do. Cause nothing before this I could find that I knew what I wanted to do. But I know, besides this, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm gonna invest this money. I'm gonna invest this money, 1,000%. Hey man, look, you're in Dallas, Texas, you're anywhere across the world, you got a business you're trying to start, you got a brain on your shoulders, you wanna build a partnership, nigga, hit my line. Hit my line. I got some 30s to hand out, some 40 clips, maybe get some off the ground.
That's fire. So he put it out there. He says he's willing to invest. Anybody out there in Dallas, they got some sound ideas or for some business, he willing to invest. That's what type of person he is. He pouring back in his community. And that's super sound because I don't see too many artists doing that. So as an artist, what is something that fans don't understand about actually being an artist? Like, have you learned what are the differences? Like,
with fans or people? I go to people. Because fans really don't know me, so I really don't know their opinions.
I mean, I had the pleasure sitting here speaking to you today, man. I got a great understanding. I want to bring something to your attention. So I work with artists in Dallas also. I've been working with them. From Bebe, Bebe introduced it to him a few years ago, and I like his style. Definitely dope artist. But he's in Dallas, and his name is Gunna Meezy. Now, I don't get into politics. That's not my style. But he is from Dallas, so I'm thinking hopefully one day he'll be able to make some music with everybody in the Dallas community. I'm just putting it out there. We ain't got to talk about it. We ain't got to go to no politics. That's just me being the OG that I am.
Yeah, I love, everything possible.
We ain't got to even talk about it. But yeah, with that being said, I don't want to hold you any further. It's been a pleasure sitting here talking to you. I'm glad that I meet you. Way smarter than I thought you would be. Not to say it like that, but you know.
Nah, that's love. I appreciate that.
I don't know you from nowhere, so it's like.
Now you got to pick a nigga brain when you pull up on him. You see what the game room talking about.
You seem to be sharp. I know you've been in them streets. You seem to be well-rounded. Keep a good team around you. You heard? Keep some smart people around you. People that actually are smarter than you. Try to keep people around.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It helps you out a lot. Try to stay clean out them streets, man. You know, I mean, Texas, y'all could carry guns everywhere, but I always tell people, if you got to go places you think you got to bring your gun, might not be the place you want to go, not at this point in your career. You heard? And keep that in mind. I mean, keep your family close, say your prayers, and they can stay sturdy, stay safe. You heard?
Man, it's a free game. I appreciate that.
You heard?
Love, baby.
Till next time on Artist to Artist. You heard? Montana 700, New Dallas, Jim Jones. Shouts to Playmaker. This is brought to you by Playmaker. Big Playmaker in the building. I can't do it without them. This is the IFC, Intellectual Factory of Content. Hold on, we got a gift for you. My bad. Can't get you out without that drip. You can fly and shit.
Okay. Yeah.
Shit like that. Yeah.
You got no black one? No black one or red?
We gonna get them a different color. You heard? This is Artist to Artist. We catch you next time.